My name is Sᴘᴏʀᴛ. This is Mainland FM 90.
When I mean sport, I mean sport banter. Sport banter for Mainland 98.3 FM. Sport banter. They touch football, tennis, lawn tennis, basketball, sport banter. Anything fit happen.
Yes, and of course we have the big one happening tonight. In fact, it has kicked off 3 minutes into that match right now between Arsenal and 15 times champions Real Madrid. Let's quickly take a look at the lineups. In goal for Arsenal, we have with Skelly, and of course in the middle we have Martin Odegaard, Thomas Partey, Lenny, and of course for Real Madrid in goal we have Thibaut Courtois and David Modric, Rodrigo, and up front is Arsenal and Real Madrid. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sports Banter live here in the studio. As always, I am with my ladies. Ladies, welcome to the studio. Atarodo in the building. How you there?
My day is the Champions League night. You know, it's done now with this theme song for the Champions League is angelic. That song gives me, I don't know, it gives you
goosebumps.
Like, you know, it's awesome to be here again to talk sports. It's Champions League night. We are here.
And of course, we have Ambassador Hasif. Welcome on board.
Yes, my country people, how now they are remaining your original number one Dada girl. My name now Punja, aka Joy, the Joy Giver. Anytime, any day, at the day always present for where better things they happen. Talk about the Champions League nights, the night trophies. Every player dream to have or even play in even if you are not going to win it, just play in the UEFA Champions League. We can see the excitement that this is also Olaino. You know, he's always talking about it, like, of people out there. And we as sports journalists, we have a Bayern Munich and Inter Milan, also a very interesting Bayern Munich might just pull a surprise, get into the finals, but first they have to
contend with we might you never can tell, this might be Hurricanes call. If you're listening to us right now, if you want to send a text message, 09136000410, that is the number to send your text messages. Arsenal have a major hurdle to cross at home, will be a major moral booster for Arsenal. But do they have what it takes to win Real Madrid? Bayern Munich versus Inter Milan. Let's quickly take us, and of course in the middle we have Lyon, and of course Joseph Kimmich. And of course, Inter Milan in goal we have Jan Sommer. And at the backside, we have Alexandro Postoni, Francesco Acerbi, Benjamin Pavard. And in the middle, we have Carlos. Front is Lautaro Martinez and Marcos Thuram. Yes, Inter Milan is playing a 3-5-2 formation against champions. What is going to happen, we do not know. But definitely, we'll be giving you updates on what's happening tonight. Arsenal is playing a 4-3-3 formation against Real Madrid. And do the unthinkable by winning Real Madrid tonight. We've seen a lot of people, in fact, 09136000410, that game. Before I have your take, let's quickly.
By trumping the head of Real Madrid.
Are you for real?
You said you're
yes, that thing is coming to the London Stadium to map.
Are you watching? He sounded like a regular caller, and I'm hoping.
For me, I think I wouldn't want to write Arsenal off, even though it's looking like something they might chicken out. Sorry for using that word. Excuse my English. They might be flopping. They might be having issues back at home in the league. But when it comes to Champions League, I think
it's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game for them. They have this aura. They have this winning 15 Champions League is not. People do call them the big boys, but now local champion they be. They've not really proven themselves worthy to be in that space. And tonight is the big boys. Let them just first win to give them visibility, to give them boast, like, okay, we are going at home. If they fail to win at home
tonight, but we get to find out what is going to happen. But as I say,
well, I think sometimes Arsenal, everybody's mouth. So I feel it's the ball is in their court. Is I think if you're playing your first leg at home, it's even an advantage for you. So for me, I think it's one at home. I'm thinking they might just do something tonight, in as much as it's very very for winning the league or any other competition, but they are what loud and clear. Then if they believe it and put action into words, I think it's doable. Like I said, they have the advantage playing first leg and playing at home. Use the advantage of the fact that Mourinho will usually do. If it is 1-0, he will defend it with his blood, his sweat, and everything, and just get the
091360000. That is the number to call. We're going to go on a very quick break. When we come back, times champions Real Madrid. We will be
Yeah, I know what this is.
98.3.
showing that they are big boys, and of course the ones we call themselves Milan, all still playing goalless draw right now. Is following the game. If you're not following at this story, top 3 Ballon was already about 30 goals registered in 𝐴𝐵 and of course looking to win his first major trophy. Looking at his stats that we have season.
I think we can say now, but it's for him to win his first is going this season. I think sport, and now moving to a more like a
what did he do with Tottenham?
At least
for someone to be highest goal.
But because you are there and they did not win anything, you did something for yourself. So you started you started the conversation well by saying he has done so well for
Yeah, there is a difference of where they
when
are
he was
now.
did they win any trophy?
They did not.
Now that he had left, have they won any trophy?
They
used to be in the
top 8.
What is top 8?
Top 6.
Top 6, top 4. Sometimes
year in, year out.
For not winning the trophy.
Speak for 𝐴𝐵 because it's single-handedly taking them to top 4, top 6, which is commendable. They usually go to Champions League, but Tottenham also they are nowhere.
Not always.
Not. You better go back. No, go back. Semi-final or quarter or
and go for what is it called?
Himself is not for Tottenham.
He did for Tottenham too.
He won them a trophy. Drought of how many years he ended it. That is what you say a player did something for the club.
But
If it is once, that is what I'm saying. Even if it is once.
It was yeah. It took them to the win trophy.
No. Now only one player. The players that club Tottenham has produced over the years. So you cannot tell me that who did anything. He's the highest goal scorer, but it's a team sport. It's not
Monaco, we're talking about sports. I think in 2016 there were players in Monaco that Tottenham Hotspur, and he made them big. Now they are nowhere. That's what I'm trying to say.
He made them a little bit of money in the final.
He made them big. And
now why they tell you
that only one. You can't compare a Bayern Munich to a Tottenham Hotspur. You can't. They are two different teams. Bayern Munich is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. The conversation is getting interesting. Now, Jürgen Klinsmann has come out to say that Harry Kane would absolutely...
Kane just missed.
So, Jürgen Klinsmann has come out to say that Harry Kane would absolutely be in the top 3 of the Ballon form right now. Bayern Munich's striker Harry Kane could be wins the UEFA Champions League and possibly also win the Bundesliga.
No, the Bundesliga is looking promising, but for the Champions League, it's like 𝐴ᴄᴜᴜ last because they have every possibility to win it again for the season.
Bayern Munich, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, yeah.
Okay, it's okay. So while we are still to draw 21 minutes on the clock, 136000410, that is the number to call. Okay?
Because nobody's talking about draw. Everybody say they can either Madrid beat Arsenal beat.
If they get a draw, the game is over for Arsenal. If they
tell you, they might not win at home and go and show workings outside.
Okay,
but they open. It will be more open. So let's see.
I don't say I miss the days, but I do actually. ⴰ in the UEFA Champions League, where your team have done so very well, but in the dying minutes, I'm sure Punja will never forget it in her life. Yeah. Then coming back again to win the UEFA Champ. I mean,
nothing to show for
it. My God.
They brag with empty basket and show me the Champions League or the Europa League. You know, if you don't
have just even the European League, the FIFA Club World Cup.
If you don't.
My name is Adewale Adesina.
Mr. Adewale, good evening, welcome.
You see, but is that where they shout? Give us Madrid. They don't go.
Give us Madrid.
They don't go.
They don't go till.
They don't score. The next one, they don't win like 3-0.
When I show work is not be cha.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Arsenal past and present. So reach Madrid. See, if they play 0-0 for this place, Arsenal don't come up. See, Arsenal defend. Yeah. They don't do blunder.
Yes, a big
maybe when they finish first half, they will call you.
Yeah, it's a
so I go say they call you, I go they carry on.
No wahala.
They are like you had it. Only come up.
He can. I think it will crown all, the missed trophies he's missed over the years. If he goes ahead, he has over 30 goals so far this season. That's over more than that of Kylian. Had to win the Bundesliga. I think he stands a chance to win.
No, if that happens, then Kylian Mbappé can kiss the Ballon d'Or. Good for Real Madrid.
Flip it when it comes to Vinicius.
Harry Kane is their color, so I don't think and to get that, being crowned as a Ballon d'Or winner would think the highest goal scorer in the Bundesliga and also winning the Bundesliga title. What else do you want a man to do before he gets to get that crown another season for him to win the Ballon d'Or?
Sita and yes, against Arsenal. We got to keep giving you between Bayern Munich and Inter Milan. We go on a very quick break. When we come back, we'll take one or two stories happening, and of course,
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
Sooner or later, be me na the devil, no be me. Baby, me king 11, 5, 6, 7, 8. See you by 11, baby. I'm taking my time, I no worry. No be me na the devil, no be me. Baby, me king 11, 5, 6, 7. And I did far away, shake go come they find you for there. You know 2 wrongs don't make it right. You already know our love will not divine. 5, 6, 7, 8. See you by 11, baby. Perfect alone. On my mind, no, on my mind. All night, on my mind. True love, you know they purpose. I know I'm wayward. I love you too much. You know this, yeah. They think give you that easy. We supposed to know they like this. But when I did far away, she go come they find you for there. See you.
Continue to give you the updates of what's happening in the UFC. 5 minutes on the clock in those games, and of course
a good build up, and I'm really super excited for the goal scorer, the captain of Inter Milan, Laurent on the clock right in the studio. And of course we are just using one icon. Is it that the VAR wants to check for an offside call? I don't know, but let's see what that decision is. But it was a beautiful goal. Gosh, it was beautiful. Anyway.
Okay, so VAR is checking the goal to see if it's an offside or not. We get back. Baba is in the news again.
Yeah.
And yes, the news he's making story is
has been given.
The goal has been given,
yes,
okay?
And it's Martinez that scored this one. Away from home, and keep it like this. Then let's see if nobody gave him a chance, right? Nobody gave him a chance because everybody but company is doing
head. And this is stands right now. Balotelli, who is 34 years old, has not featured for Genoa. First on social media to drop a very cryptic message. Maybe that way they would understand what it means to truly lack respect. Younger, when he was rebellious, the message is coming like a threat, as far as I'm concerned. Is it that you're threatening the coach, or you are just passing out a message, and him coming out to say all of this? Last time he appeared for them was in December. This is April.
He must have done something. Mario that we know.
Same Mario Balotelli.
Same Mario Balotelli. So.
Vieira has come out to say that Balotelli is difficult to work with.
He is.
And at 34, he hasn't even scored, for the team, and haven't just featured in fewer games for Genoa. Right now, you don't know
to play all the matches because they have younger ones, maybe that have been scoring, and they can't keep losing because of coaches with so he has to guard all his. But I think that would be what is happening.
What is happening? Balotelli has also come out to say he's come out to say, I lived in Villefranche and the way Vieira played didn't really suit me. I've never left.
You should rest, I beg. You should rest. You stop, and you're writing a goodbye and leave and stop disturbing us and the team. Still in him, so he should just take a back seat and rest. He should rest.
You should rest. My Balotelli should rest. Anyways, the UEFA Champions League is still on. The time on the clock, and for Bayern Munich, Inter Milan. Yes, Inter Milan has put Inter Milan. I don't know. Football can be very cruel sometimes.
Inter are not doing badly.
Well, it's a tough game. Arsenal, when we come back, we'll be switching it up a bit, coming back home to give you all some updates on the MPFL. Yes, and of course, the build-up for back.
Oh yeah. Fatilawa, maloshe jaga jaga. Balawa, pere mini kakawa. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Stay on silent. If you bust my head, you never regret. To buy for me, I go be on silent. If you bust my head, you faji lawa. Malo she jaga jaga. Ogba lawa, pere mini kakawa. Big boys lawa, and we she jaga jaga. Ogba lawa, pere mini kakawa. Big boys lawa, and we are living. Oh yeah. Parika sala, asante sana. Big in your eyes, I will bring you surprise. Mako by me, and do your business, you got me. I know say you like to faji. You can call me Mr. Money, President, get on the pop. To buy for me, I go be on silent. If you bust my head, you never. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Baby, I can never tell.
You're listening to Mainland 98.
Halftime right now. He's leading that 1-goal to nil. Now, quick one, let's take a look at the MP. On Sunday, yes, the MPFL games. I'm going to read out the results and, of course, talk about the story. The Warriors, they won that game 2-1 at home. They thumped Aqua United 2-0 versus Kwara United played out versus United. Shooting Stars versus Ikorodu City played out Ibadan. And you played out a goalless draw. Ikorodu City, you held the officials hostage. You held the players hostage. You say they no go pass. You say what's happen?
No, so of fans, trying to play the Joro for us. Joro for in Lagos. They were being cheated.
So don't to retaliate.
So it was like a reprisal of what happened in Lagos that continued in Ibadan, and that's not a good thing for the league. Again,
it's
to have even the referee have to change. She has to change her clothes. Some people have to change their clothes.
Ikorodu City, their bus was vandalized.
The driver got injured, and a whole lot of things. So we are still hoping that the league body and 3SC fans, it's the Southwest Derby, but it's history. So I don't see where the fight is coming from. So this also happened with Remo and Shooting Star back then. Trouble, there was fight in Remo, there was fight in 3SC, that it was something else. That was the situation that led to one of the journalists, all of that. So I think in 2025 we have to talk about the being injured.
It's very sad to be.
Hey, I don't come back.
Yes, so welcome back.
Yeah. It don't make any sense at all.
Exactly.
The league will shout say, where did it just go up? So will they give you one few? How they want me to rate our league? In fact, it don't make sense for Shooting Star. You see, at the rate they say there's a big ball for Shooting Star. Because Shooting Star, if their player know the play well, they will support up, will send them to relegation. Mali one relegation turn to riot. It's something else. It don't make any sense. We don't want that kind of thing in our league. People without they say you don't do better.
All right, thank you very much for calling, and of course that's how we wrap up the show tonight, and that's our last call. Yes, Barcelona, Bayern, Champions League tomorrow. Fingers crossed on seeing what Aston Villa is going to do against PSG. I mean, at the end of the day. And yes, that's how we wrap up the show. Before we leave the studio, we have Ajit. So which match? Do you want?
Okay, all right. It was painful, but it's a match.
Describe that, the quality of that man.
He's toxic.
Husbands are doing very well. And your husbands are listening to a good wife. It's known at the gate. So your happiness radiates. If you are not yet married and you have a nice relationship, let's weather financial challenges, which is a big thing. And,
it's important.
And, we have a guest in the house. Those days we thought sport was a man's thing. In those days when we started television, I started television in 1990. Chelsea Deon is a journalist of the Federal Republic.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Charles.
Boys, go use carry them.
Hello. Thank you for joining us, sir. And of course, we leave you in the hands of marriage melodies, Mr. 𝐴̀kàtúgbà.